Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are in Shapes 2 hard mode and the dimension update. Last episode, I made an abomination, and that is everything related to this. I just wanted to start on this milestone shape, and I realized that this whole painter thing, I knew at the time it was horrible. That said, it works, and it will do what I need, and so will this, and all this. This is creating the shape that we want, right? It's creating this side-by-side shape. This is an anomaly, but we are going to fix things this episode. So if you're interested in a good painting module, stay tuned, because we are going to create that this time. And yeah, so if you have not already, then a like is always welcome, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We are so close to 300 subscriptions. We're just getting so close to it, and I love those big numbers coming in. Always exciting. So we're going to do a couple different things. Number one, we're going to change how we do this, because we can create this shape with our swapper. And this shape here, this final shape, is going to really require a swapper to do it quickly and easily, to do it well. All right. This guy is not, really going to require a swapper, but we'll use the swapper to get there. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do right here. So let's start off with this. So the big thing that is an issue with this is the pipes, that they come up to the second layer. That means I can't just duplicate this, boom, 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 up to 3 layers once we get to 3 layers, which will be at some point soon. That's just not going to work. All right, so that's what I hate about it. It also feels, I don't think it needs to be a double. I think we can do this in a single. So what I'm going to do is right over here. And there are a couple things I forgot about pipes and the way they work. So we've got pipes coming in. The pipes themselves actually carry a ton of fluid. One little pipe thing does 7,200 liters per minute, whereas a painter only needs 300 liters per minute. Pipes are also bidirectional. They go backwards and forwards. So the best way to do things is to get them all lined up together. Get them all working together. In fact, we can go back over here to this guy and do the same there. All right. Doesn't really make a huge ton of difference. This is done, by the way. Let's get a milestone claimed. Yay, 42. Okay. So if we have this coming in with our fluid, and then down here we've got our shapes coming in, what we need to do is paint them. Now again, let's take a look at this. Each belt requires 3 shape. Each shape belt requires 3 of these, and requires each of these will fill 4 of the painters. Okay, but now we've run them all together here. So let's do this. And this was my first thought. I want to kind of walk you through the process. My thought was, if we could do something like this and this. All right, so we've got one's here rolling out and one's here rolling out. That's great. That's obviously not enough. So that's one belt of, or one pipe of fluid worth, and it's a belt and a quarter, or a belt and a third coming in of shapes. So what if we take this and do that? Right? Well, now these two are connected together. So they just feed your belt on into here, and now you've fed these two. Alright, so that's great. That is good. But now what we want to do is we need more of these. So if we do something like this, boom, and boom, then we're talking, right? Because then we have one. If we look 1, 2, 3, that's one belt. 2, 3, that's two belts. 1, 2. That's a little bit more. So what I realize is I think we can just simplify this to that. So we only have 3 of these pairs. So that gets 2 belts. Okay, so one belt gets 1, 2, and 3. The other belt gets 1, 2, and 3. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that handles a pipe and a half worth of fluid. Okay. So the idea was, that original idea that I had was something along the lines of this. Come in here and here and here. Then we come in here and here and here. And then we get this, like so. Basically that and that. And that gets us an entire 2 belts in and 2 belts out. Tricky part, of course, is how do we get the fluid? Well, look at this. Super easy. That's how we get one in. Alright, so then my idea was, well, you know, if we did some jumps, some jumpy jumps here and here, then look, that one's super easy too. Then, if we do this, we can split this belt here. So this is still one belt going into 3 different machines. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Boom. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Then look at that. We have the fluid getting into this, these two, and this one. But then this was the tricky one right here. How do we get fluid into there? So that's when I had to really kind of mess around. So I realized, hey, I've got some extra space down here. Let's use that. So I'm going to disconnect all this stuff here. Take and get rid of that. And get rid of that. I'm going to take this and put it here. Then I'm going to do a simple jump there. And this. Now, see, I can't do a jump here because then I would end up filling in this space. So I'm going to leave that as a solid belt. But I am going to do a jump there. So I come in and do that. All right. Now what I need to do is down here, I'm going to do this. And that is going to give me the ability to do a jump there. And jump there. So now I've got all of these guys wired up. Okay. Now this one, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to jump this and bring that in from the top. And look what we can do. So tell me if I'm crazy, but that is all of these painters are connected to pipes, and we have our belt going to 1, 2, 3, and our other belt 1, 2, 3. So I think I can take this and do that and do this. Actually, I'm just going to do that and get rid of those. So, fluid coming in. Here's a problem. So if we have fluid coming in from this side, it's not going to go this way because of this. Could we fix that? I think we can by making this a circle. Look at this. If we do that, the fluid's going to come in here and go all the way around. And then, not with that, but with that, fluid will come in on either of these sides. So with this, I can feed the fluid in from this side or from this side. And it should go all the way around. All right, so let's try that out. I'm excited about this. Does the fluid get over into these guys? Oh, look at that. Then once it's in there, it's circulating through the whole system. I'm so happy. That is so much better. So I'm going to take this. Let's save that. And yes, let's do some fancy icons here. We'll do that. I'm just going to drop a 1 in. You know what? We could use the painter icon. So again, let's go to the next level up. Oh, nothing there. So what that means is I can take this whole thing and copy it up, and it will work on that level too. Very exciting. I am digging it. So that said, this is all still garbage here, and I'm going to not stand for that. Because what we want to do for this shape is we're going to bring just full circles up and paint them red. Then we're going to bring them right out here. Then what we want to do is bring gray. So this is going to be red full squares coming through. And I'm deleting all those. Let's delete all of it. Deleting it all. Okay. So that's going to be full red squares. Now what we want to do is combine that with full gray squares. The other thing we could have done is I could have mined these squares and paint those red. But you know, we've got 122,000 blueprint points. I think that's going to last us until we get trains. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to cut it, put it there. Now, take this, boom. So we get a full set of belts coming on in. So now we'll have red squares and gray squares coming in. Now, what we want to do is use the swapper. So the swapper is 4 per belt. But here, let me just show you this. See, look at that. That makes 2 of our shape. Now we can rotate it like that. And that's 2 in the same direction. Exactly what we want. Now here's the thing, is that we want, eventually, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that. For our final shape. And then basically just stack these on top of each other, right? We have the gray, look at the upper left, gray on the bottom, red on top. So this would be the bottom, this would be the top. So we could switch those to be this. And then this is the bottom, this is the top. All right. So what I want to do is on this platform, I want to leave room to be able to do that. We're not going to do it right now, though. I think what I need to do, too, is bring this out a bit. Oops. Out there. There. Okay, so I'm going to have this here. That said, we're not going to do this right here. I was just showing what we need to do. So, we need 4 of these. And actually, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to this. No, you know what? I'm not. Alright, so we need 4 of these. Per belt. So what if we did something like this? What if we... Does that make a difference? No, that doesn't make a difference. If we flip it. It did make a difference. So yeah, these 2 are the same. All right. So what if we took these guys, give them 1 more space. Let's give them 1 more space. And then copy like so. And that one is going in there. And there. And there. This one's going in here. And Okay, so that's one set of belts. Let's put that here, more in the middle. Then we want these to come out like so. Like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Going out one way. And 4 going out another way. All right. So that works. Now, can we duplicate this? Is there room? Let's do this. Yeah, this is where we run into troubles, right? I mean, just a blank copy. Oh, yeah, that would actually fit. All right. Let's get rid of that and try this. If we could do something like this. We've got extra room in the middle. So let's see if this will work. Actually, other way around. I have these down lower, these up higher. All right. So, and we could actually, let's take these and rotate. Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, take this. So rotate, rotate. All right, that's what I want. Do that. So if you come along here and do that. I don't have a way to get in there, but I could get in this way. In theory. And that would be the same as this. Alright, so what if we had this and that? Okay. Now one guy coming up like so. Doing that. Gets us good stuff up here. but then we're stuck. This is where it's fun, right? Alright, so that one could go out that way, that could go out that way. That's the other thing. This is going to create... You know, it has 2 belts coming in. It's going to be 2 belts coming out, too. Alright. Now, I think this is all the minimum size we can handle. So... a second one... Oh, so that's an interesting thing. You know what we could do? Team this up with another guy down here that literally just routes things differently. Because if we had... Yeah, let's take a look at this idea. Think of this. If we had... If this belt were clear, uncolored, and then red, and then maybe red and uncolored, that could totally work. So if we had uncolored here, and then red here, then red, and then uncolored. So if that was red, and then again, this one is red, and this one is clear, uncolored. Because in that case, I don't even think we need to do this. It's going to be, oops, not there. This can be right here. So. And then the same way up here, if this was outputting the mixed shapes, but then we had another platform up here to rearrange it. All right, so let's try this. We want uncolored there and uncolored there. We want red there. And we want red there. Then we'll do the same over here. Uncolored. Uncolored. Red. Red. Right, let's see. Then over here, that, and then that. And yeah, it's outputting the opposite, but that's okay. So, that's interesting. I guess that's what we want. That said, right now, all we need is this. I'm gonna save both of these together as checkerboard. Without the caps lock. I don't know, let me know, what do you think? Is that totally cheating, or does that do it? It'd be nice if we could put in a code. Oh, like this. Aha. Oop, could not see. That's fine. Okay, it didn't save. Save blueprint as checkerboard. Here. Here. Are you R? And again, I'm just gonna put a 1 for now. All right. So for right now, all we want is this. And we can even, just to be fancy, do that. And then we'll just connect all these. I don't, why? Okay. Why is that giving us wobbly bits? Is that? Oh, that's why. It still shouldn't be wobbly. All right. Oh. All right, let's redo this. It doesn't matter, but, yeah, mentally, emotionally, it matters. We'll do this, which gives us that. Then we'll do this, which gives us the same. Alright. Then this one is going to be that way. And so is this one. And this one. All the ones with red on the top are getting this. All right. Better? Better. Kadook. Then just for kicks, I'm going to put this one up top. That goes in, and that goes in. So now we're getting 2 layers of these going in. And that will get those puppies rolling. That said, our next thing we're going to do is replace this with a stacker. So, we did not create a decent stacker yet. No, this is our cutter. All right, so let's try this. So here's a rule I'm going to make on the stacker. The shape that comes in from the bottom and the shape that continues straight through is the bottom layer. Okay. And that. Alright, so that gets the bottom handled. Then the top is going to come in. And this is just going to be a stacker for right now. Because a stacker takes needs extra height to do a 3-layer stacker. So this will work for now. And I'm going to say stacker. And actually there's a stacker icon here somewhere. Boom. And this one's definitely a 1-layer stacker. Okay, you can see this is cruising. Doing very well. Okie doke. Where, oh where is our blue or green ink? We've got green ink. Really, we need green and we need red. And I know we started to build this all out. But we don't have any green ink near there. So that's not going to help us at all with this shape. Let's take a look at this. Oh, look at that. Our operator shape is still cruising along. That's going to earn us another 2 points. Which is great. I feel so much better about this painter and about this little module here. Oh my. What I don't feel great about is the fact that none of these are going in yet. Now I feel much better. Okay. Yeah, we would almost be done now. Makes me want to cry. That's beautiful. This is beautiful. But, you know, that's a lot of points. You know what, though? That's only 122. Alright. Let's do... Let's do this one. Oh, there's that. Let's do this. Alright. So we're going to do this. We're going to use a ridiculous checkerboarding dealy bot. And we are going to come up to here. Perfect. And we're going to get 2 of you going. We're going to get 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top. Okay, so that's going to save some points right there. Okay, let's get our painter. It's pretty nice if you look at the icons, even when we're zoomed out super far like this, you can see fluids go in on the left or the right, and shapes come in on top and bottom. I like it. We need to save this. Save as minor or fluid. Boing. 1. And save this as minor shape. You see that icon and 1. Alright. So this is coming in here. Let's get our... We haven't dragged any of these, so let's drag some of these down here. Minor shape. Minor fluid. Alright, so there we go. So that is going to be painting the bottom layer in green. And where are we going to come in? We're going to come in there. That is done. Okay. So that is going to start feeding in these red or these green shapes. Now I could, and I will. I'm going to for the time being do that to both. So yeah, I'm just going to delete this. Instead, I'm going to do this. Okay. So that's just going to get those all rolling in. Oh my goodness. So slow. Alright. Ignore, ignore. Now, what we want to do is this. These are all the same direction. Perfect. So we're going to take you and go straight through because, nope, that is not correct. You are going to get rotated. Did we have a rotator? We do not have a rotator yet, and that's okay because we don't have all of our, we haven't bought all of our rotators. So this is 2, so that's, we want 8 of these. Okie-doke. Now we're going to bring our stacker in. Like so. And that's going to do it. So it puts this on the bottom, and it'll put this one on top. And again, look at that. That's so cool. Because we know we made the rule that the bottom layer goes straight through, I don't need to label these anymore with bottom and top. Because I know top is going to be that one on the left. Bottom is the one coming straight from the bottom. So that is that. That's all we need to say about that. These are still coming along. Then what we need to do next is get some red fluid coming up this way. Because the next one is going to be that. So, let's do it. Boom. Minor fluid. I'm just going to bring it on here. And you know what we're going to do for that is we're going to modify this. So it's going to come in like so. But it's going to be a little different here. We're going to bring shapes in from the top. Again, this is just going to be used for now until we get things fully built out. So that is going to be what we need, except for we need to rotate them. We only need to rotate them a little. So if we do this. Then we are going to be golden. And so. Okay. So that is going to actually go right here. Eventually. Hey, look at this. We have green arrows coming on down. And these guys have not started. What did I do wrong here? Oh, because those are coming in from there. Alright. That was because I jumped these up to the middle layer. Okay. Seemed like a good idea at the time. It did. It was a good idea at the time. That's our second level. And we're getting really close to those research points that we'll need for once we get to trains. And what I'm going to do here is so we're creating this now. These are going to start rolling in pretty soon. Then these will roll in, and it followed quickly by these. And then once I get started on this, then I'm going to go and knock out another task. There we go. That's one rolling in. I'm going to I'm going to knock out another task. Just to start getting some easy research points. So we'll just find an easy one. Because by the time that final milestone finishes, then we will have at least 46 research points, because we will have had another milestone, another operator shape come in. And so we're only going to really need 4. So even if I just start on this, 1, 2, 3, I mean, that's pretty easy there. This is easy too. So maybe that one. Yeah, because we need blue. Yeah, so maybe that one. And hey, look, these guys are starting to come in. And remember, in the beginning, these are going to be coming in double fast. You see two lanes, 2 full levels worth. So those are going to rocket through pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and skip forward until that is done. This is going to complete. These might complete about the same time. This one, once this one completes, then it's going to show this. But we're just going to wait until this is done. Okay, so let's skip forward. Welcome back. We have completed the greenies going in. Now we have... There's another issue going on. And that is our painter. Painter is not doing well. And that is sad to me. I'm bringing these guys in along the top. These ones that are in the green are getting repainted to red. And that is going to make this. Yeah, so our painter module. I'm looking at this. Watch, this is our one layer painter module. So the paint is running, the liquid is running out over here, you can see. So let's watch this one, and you can see the fluid contents go up to 20, and then it paints, and it drops to half. Not a big deal, right? But you can see that it's kind of starved by the time it gets over here. And that, I think, is because of all these jumps it has to do. So, is there a way to not? And I don't know. Like, I feel if that was a direct pipe, that we would be okay. If this, the shapes jumping actually speeds things up. The liquid jumping slows things down. If there was a turn and jump, and we could jump over this space here, this guy, that would be great. What if... If we turn these around, we do that. You see this one is running in now. Alright, if we took all this. Boom. Okay. Now you come in here and you do a single jump. And you've got that. 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 So now they're coming up this way. So that's doing that. Oh my god, is this actually... that actually work? Wow. Let's look at this for a minute. That gets us a solid pipe down below, which definitely speeds things up. Alright. I want to do this. I'm going to clear this out for a second. Let it come in. Now we could do the same thing over here, I assume. In fact, let's try it. And then flip, rotate, rotate. Uh-huh. So let's see if this works. Because, yeah, with fluids, the less jumping you can do, the better. Once it gets up to speed, we'll see if it keeps up. It's not quite there yet. But I think, I don't know. Right now it's looking like that may have done it. Wow. So I'm going to save as painter. And let's look at that, see if that works. And let's use you here with top layer going through. And back here, oops. Back here, we're going to do that, and we're going to copy up. Wow, that might actually have fixed it, which would be great. Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, see now? This is full belt here. Because I was looking at all this and I saw that these were pretty anemic. They're pretty slow. And then I saw all these guys were solid on the bottom, but spotty on the top. Yeah, so it's definitely slower over here, but as long as this keeps up, and another way we can tell is this, as long as this keeps shooting consistently, then that means the fluid is cycling through the whole thing. But this is the belt to watch over here all the way on the right. As long as that's staying at 90 per minute, all the other ones seem to be doing fine. And seems to be just eking by. Which is fine. That's all we needed to do. We just want to stay consistent. Very cool. Well, hey, I'm glad that we got to fix that. See now, solid belts. And these are more solid as well. Not completely solid. Just double checking that we have 6 of each. 6. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's just taking time to get up to speed. Yeah, I think we've done it. So as long as we kind of stay solid from here on, then we will know that we have built things correctly. Or at least correctly enough. I do want to point out these guys are still chugging along very well, which is good. This is going to take some time to show as complete, just because of all the distance. I mean, you see, got this one coming in solid, right? Then we have the other ones. So, yeah, it's starting to get through. This is pretty consistent here. Cool. Now the question is, how are we going to marry these all up together? Let's start working on that. I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah. Because now we need to come back here and get rid of that. Then do this. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, because we only want one. Right? Oh, wait, no, I know what it is. Want this all to be the same. That's what we want. Okay. That's what we want there. Okay. So this is what we want. Now, let's get it completely correct. Because what we really want is in this orientation, headed facing north, is we want to have these stacked up, and we want gray upper left. We want gray upper left on the bottom. So this one will be gray on the bottom. Then this one nope. Right here will be gray up left on the bottom. These ones we do not need to do rotation on. These ones we want this on the there. Let's just do this. Let's get rid of all that. So yeah, we want these two are correct. And these two are not. So how do we correct those on the fly here? This one's easy. Just do that. I'm going to get rid of you and instead put in our stacker. But yeah, we'll just do this. So that one is going to come in here. And then somehow go through this. There. Nope. There we go. Right, like that. Boom and boom. That is going to make it equal to this. Right? No, it's making it absolute opposite. What is going on? That's okay if it's opposite. You know why? This is also opposite. Okay, that is okay. That is a-okay. So what I want to do is have all these come down. Into here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And come out this way. Oops. Excellent. We're going to interrupt you. Start feeding you guys in. One more. All right. Get rid of that. This, that, and then this. And let's do this too. That way they'll all be coming up on the same level. And then, in fact, we can even do this to get ready. Okay. Look at these now. These beauticians are just coming in solid. So we want green spike on top of red square. So green spike we want to be going upper right, lower left, upper right, lower left. See? It's going to be perfect. I love it. Getting things all ready to go. And look, our blueprint points are still fine. So we're going to get this done. And then that's going to be it for this episode once I connect this. And then next episode, we unleash trains. right? Yes. Correct. So I'll just skip forward on those 20,000, 21,000 shapes, and we will start off with trains. Next ep, which is great. I love it. All I gotta do is paste. Just paste. Are we close enough? Are we close enough? I'm gonna let it get to 5,800, and then I'm gonna paste, because I think, I don't know if there's 200 in there. We'll see. I'll let it get to 5,900. How about that? So I think there's definitely 100 in there. It's definitely 25 in each line from here. The main thing that I love is that it's consistent now, and that we fixed the painter. All right, boom. There we go. The kids are excited about it. You can hear them barking in the background. Is there 30? Oh my god, watch this be like too short. There we go. All right, let's zippy and see these coming in. There we go. Look at that. They're coming in one at a time. Now 2 belts at a time. Now 3, and then 4. And these greens are going to change into these purples once it counts up to the 21,000. So that said, a lot of this is all going to get deleted and destroyed once we have trains. That's it, my friends. Thank you so much for joining. Again, a like and a subscribe is very welcome and very helpful for the algorithm. It gets it going, and appreciate that all very much. We'll be back with our next episode where we will have trains. I may pop in. Actually, you know what? As we climb to 21,000. We'll probably get a few more of these done. So I may just do a task or two off camera. Nothing that's going to completely freak you out. All right. This is Gramps signing off.